Hello, I'm Kevin Davis, Editor-in-Chief of BioIT World. We're here in Providence at the Rhode Island Convention Center, site of CHI's Next Generation Sequencing meeting, and right now joined by Imad Yassin, who's with Integromics, and we're going to catch up on what's happening in the world of life science software. Imad, welcome.
Thank you. How are you
doing? Good, thanks. Tell us about your background and how you ended up in Spain working for Integromics.
So I guess I started in the lab working as a geneticist. When I started working really in the techniques of things like in situ hybridization, I knew I was definitely not a lab person. And I was very fortunate to land my first job with Oxford Molecular and GCG, at the time the first bioinformatics company. And very exciting to see a field that created a lot of hype, and to see things in the dust settle down a little bit, and more investment coming back again to bioinformatics.
So you worked at Informatica for a spell and then moved on to Integromics. So just talk us through that transition.
Yeah, sure. So Informatica, in fact, as a company, was a great way to remind people about how you can do a lot of the prediction methodologies in silico. And I think they're probably one of the leaders early on, from their genome annotation efforts to all the way to the contract research, and of course their admin capabilities. So it gives you a really good understanding about what drug discovery is about and how it can be done predictively. Of course, in Informatica, it's got now a safe home with Galapagos. And here we are today as Integromics, a very promising company with very interesting and passionate people behind it, that they really believe that. And I think that's probably a method that we constantly ask ourselves this question, why, when it comes to using your mobile phone or the internet or everything else, everything is so easy. And then when it comes to science, everything is so complicated. So we really believe that through our capability and research knowledge, that you're able to improve that user experience and be able to provide tools to users that they're able to follow up and get their scientific answers every time correctly, without having to feel like they are dumbed down or it's a black box.
Before we talk about a couple of the tools that you offer, just say a little bit more about the founders of the company, and perhaps, maybe say a little bit about why people should take note of a company that has its origins in Spain.
Sure. So I guess the people behind Integromics are Jose Maria Carajo and Alberto Pascual, both very well-known professors in the computer science field. And in fact, the first time we actually got the market attention was when we were commissioned by Applied Biosystems to really build an analysis application for their microarray platform, the AB1700. And we took advantage of the environment that Spotfire has, decision site, to be able to build guided workflow. Mm-hmm. And that was quite a success that took us into the next phase of our partnership with Applied Biosystems, which is really around doing the same guided workflow concept, but for the qPCR area. The qPCR area, as we know, it's becoming more and more an important field for biomarkers discovery, and also in the cancer research field. We have had a number of very key publications around the investigation of and the identification of novel biomarkers for testicle cancer that took place with the Erasmus group, and we just had a recent publication around HIV research using our technology, and it was published, I think, this week in Nature Science. Nature Medicine, I thought.
Nature Medicine. You're also using this meeting to announce the launch of a new product that I understand you've done in conjunction with Spotfire. So tell us a little bit about that.
Correct. So I guess the exciting thing is only yesterday the press release, in fact, came out. And again, just based on what we have proven so far, that we're able to really build scientific solutions on the Spotfire platform. Spotfire have commissioned us to build their next generation of applications in genomics, which is really the upgrade to what they had in the market around their functional genomics modules, and it's basically a product called IBD, Integromics Biomarker Discovery.
And who do you see as your best or most likely customer? Are you targeting industry, pharma companies, academia, all of the above?
To be honest, all of the above. And at least in our case, we somehow had the impression, even for a while, that what we have developed, at least many of the pharma companies have in-house. But in reality, some of the key customers that we have are big pharma companies, because the method that we use in this whole workflow guided approach makes it possible for the scientists to really follow step-by-step approach to research, which makes it possible that right at the end, when you look at results, the results are comparable. And it's not a set of tools where everybody can use in different order, and the result can sometimes be a little bit difficult.
So you're just launching it this week, but you've got customers already?
For the IBD, no.
Okay.
So this is a new product, but as I said, it's going to be an upgrade. So in reality, we have already customers lined up, because they're going to upgrade if they already have the existing licenses for the Spotfire functional genomics.
And is all of the software work happening in Spain? Because I know you have an office in Philadelphia as well.
So we actually trying to look at the world as flat and try to take and utilize resources wherever it's possible. A lot of our key design and implementation happens in Spain, but we also have other houses for development.
And the state of biotechnology and software development for life sciences in Spain, how would you classify that?
Well, the Spanish government is actually putting a lot of effort, and I don't know, I guess you were at the BioSpain in Granada last week. You can see how much there is happening from a research point of view, and it's looking very healthy. I think it's a good place and a good environment to be in. Of course, not to mention the sun.
Sure. Well, Imad, Yassin, thank you very much for giving us a quick insight into what Genomics is up to, and continued success.
Thank you so much.
Kevin Davis for BioIT World. See you next time.